right from Karan Johar to Varun, Alia, they've been very welcoming. They've been very sweet to me. Sushant and Varun, for me, were equally dear. If I unnecessarily expect, oh, but I've done 3 Dharma films now, why am I not sitting with Karan Johar? I'll be stupid.
So, Sahil, you worked with Varun and Alia in the past, who come from proper film families, and then you worked with outsiders like Sushant, Sanjana, and now even Siddharth Malhotra in Shersha. Could you tell any conspicuous difference between them with regards to, their personality, behavior on set, acting skills, things like that, commitment to the process, for example?
All the names that you've taken, Sushant Singh Rajput, Siddharth Malhotra, Varun Dhawan, Alia Bhatt, there is one thing common amongst all of them. They are all talented people. This industry, instead of being divided between insiders and outsiders, should be divided between talented and hardworking people and not so talented, non-hardworking people. That would be a fair division, because if you're not talented, you can work hard and become talented.
Right.
It's not a gift. It's not a gift. It's something that you can work. It's a craft that you can hone, develop, and find success. If you're not willing to do that, you don't deserve to be here. If today I stop working on myself, if today I feel, oh, great, now I've done the #1 rated IMDb film in the world, I don't need to work on myself anymore. I'm going to be finished in a year or two. Nobody's going to want to work with me, because there are people banking on you. They're putting money on films, insane amounts of money, so that people can enjoy. Think about it. This is the period of the lockdown. Now we understand the importance of entertainment. At the time when the lockdown wasn't there, entertainment was okay, mil jaye to theek, nahi mile to. When you have nothing to do, content is something that you're consuming so fast. We're all dependent on OTT platforms. We're all dependent on the internet. What if it's all taken away from you? So when something is so important, they're putting in so much money, they're putting in so much trust in you, they expect the best out of you. Right. And if you don't constantly rediscover yourself, if you don't polish yourself every now and then, I'm sorry, but people are just going to want to stop working with you. Think about this. If you're passionate about something, and if you're working hard towards your passion, you won't even feel that you're working hard. I never felt like I was struggling. I still don't feel like I ever struggled, because I'm very lucky. I'm very, very lucky that I'm in a profession of my choosing. I love where I am.
Right.
I would like to grow, yes. I have vision for the future, yes. But if I don't get there, that's completely on me. Nobody in this world can stop you unless you let them.
Having a background in theater and done short films before, and now Bollywood movies, how much has your professional training helped you?
Every day. Be it my theater or my dubbing, I told you, it all helps. It comes to your aid, especially at times when you don't even realize that you need help. Because most of the times when we are preparing for a part, you dig deep into your subconscious and you kind of go hunt for those things that you have experienced back in the day, people you've met, people you've spoken to, regions you've been to, and all that knowledge, storing that knowledge and utilizing that, the process of kind of digging in and bringing out a character, defining that character, designing that character, that comes from theater. Because in the theater, we take at least a year to prepare for a play before we go on stage. When we are doing that constantly, you already have a glossary of characters and a glossary. Acting kind of becomes second nature. One very good thing that comes from theater is, those actors who say, oh, but main apne character mein kho gaya tha. Nasir sir says he never understands those actors, because the job of an actor is to be aware all the time. He should know that there are cameras. He should know that there is a light there. He should know that this is a film. Now you need to create that illusion of as much real performance as possible, because then your ability as an actor comes into play. Otherwise, if you feel and if you actually start feeling emotions, you're going to go crazy. A small example: if you cast me as a murderer, as a serial killer tomorrow, how do I prepare for that role? Should I go and start killing people to get into the role? That's stupid. No,
Absolutely.
you have to imagine. Your mind has to work more than anything else. You need to imagine what drives someone to kill someone. Weird example considering what's going on, but you understand. You get the
Yeah,
point.
absolutely.
That's
So Sahil, having worked with a banner like Dharma Films, right, at the start of your career, you've said in an interview in the past that, you owe your career to Karan Johar. But the narrative that's going on currently in Bollywood has, all sorts of things. But your personal experience has been quite different. So how do you feel about that? What is your stance now?
my stance still hasn't changed. That's what I'm telling you. First of all, people need to stop reacting on second-hand information.
True.
What's
Absolutely.
happening with you have all the right to raise your voice for that. If
Absolutely.
someone did something wrong with you better raise your voice. There are people out there who are saying they were not included. They I've gone through a hell of a lot of those things myself. I was not brave enough to kind of come forward and say that. But luckily, 90% of the people who I've met or worked with have been amazing people. They've always included me. They've always welcomed me. They've always given me love. How can I go ahead and by now I think everybody who's seen my films or my interviews knows that I call a spade a spade. I have no reason to go ahead and bootlick, or I have no reason to go ahead and be this person who says something for the benefit of his career, because I don't have one career, I have four. I have backup careers to fall back on. I am the most secure person right now as far as career is concerned. So, having said that, I will say the day someone does something like that to me, I will raise my voice and I make you that promise. If that happens to me, I'll make you a phone call. I'll call you and I'll say, listen, today I feel like I have, I feel like an outsider. But abhi tak, till now, there has not been one person, right from Karan Johar to you name it, Varun, Alia, they've been very welcoming. They've been very sweet to me. And we've worked together like friends. Sushant and Varun, for me, were equally dear. When you work with someone, you play their best friend, there is this attachment that you develop. That attachment is unbeatable. I haven't sat with Karan Johar and had chai with him. It's okay, because if he was directing the film I was acting in, then I would spend time with him, because then I would require to spend time with him.
Right.
If I unnecessarily expect, oh, but I've done 3 Dharma films now, why am I not sitting with Karan Johar? I'll be stupid.
Right.
If my director doesn't give me time while directing me, then that's a problem. Think about this. You need to know what you need rather than what you want. It's very easy for me to say, oh, you know what, maybe that's why I'm getting only heroes' friends parts. Maybe that's also the reason why I've not become a hero, not a lead actor yet. But I understand the business. There is something called sellability. Slowly but steadily, I'm making my place in the hearts of the audience. And one day, when the audience really dearly loves me, producers and directors will find that trust and belief in me, and they'll cast me in bigger parts, and maybe even let me shoulder a whole film. But until then, I need to keep working on myself, because if that first film as me as a lead actor fails just because I've done bad acting in it, then nobody's going to give me another opportunity.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.